her. She's cute. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nitu and I study English at Oxford University and I'm from East London. So you can see that basically in the background, and that's our ceiling fan. Is obviously so hot right now in the UK. So you're gonna hear that interrupting me in the background. I decided to wear this lipstick. When I try and dress up or kind of look pretty and stuff like that, like my siblings, I have 4 siblings. They laugh at me so much. Having the audacity to put this lipstick on and then record a video, it's cracking me up, because I know in the comment section they're just gonna be like, you waste, like what are you doing, mate?
So look at your lipsticks. Dreadful.
Dreadful. But anyway, it's been a while. I'm sorry it's been a while. I've been quite busy with wedding shopping for my oldest sister's wedding. Indian weddings can range from a week long to like 3 to 4 days long, back to back. So I love the way I put the wedding shopping first and then my studies after, when I'm a finalist at Oxford University. You can just see what my priorities are right now. I feel like I'm someone, I feel like I'm just,
as I promise, like, and
I don't even know. I look like a, I wish I could just, can I just, you know what, I think I've accepted that throughout this video my hairstyle is going to change a lot, because I'm feeling I haven't been in front of the camera in a while, and so I'm feeling a bit like, I don't know how I feel about this. So we'll just leave it like this for now. So it's going to be results day for GCSE students and A-level students. The first thing that I want to say is good luck. And the second thing that I want to say is I want you to watch this video. I think it will change your perception if things don't go to plan. If you've been accepted for a course at university, I have quite a few videos that can help you, but this video is for students who on results day feel like things didn't go to plan. So I'm going to basically talk a bit about something that happened in first year. It's a bit of a story time. It made me lose a lot of confidence, and I think results day can be a moment like that if things don't go to plan, whether that be that your predicted grades didn't go to plan, you know, or your coursework didn't work out, or whatever it is. I feel like it's a very, very public day that is quite hard to make private, especially if you have the pressure of getting an Oxbridge offer, and that too in a school where that's not necessarily common. So yeah, at Oxbridge University, so at Oxford and Cambridge, I think it's at Durham as well, there are individual colleges, right? And in those individual colleges you have a student body. That student body is called a JCR, or a junior common room. I'm going to put some pictures up and things like that just so I can give some visual representation of what is happening. So you have these JCRs, right? And on the JCR, like school, you have like a school council, and then you have other kind of representatives and other roles that get picked and people vote. For our JCR, we have the role of president, and to be president of a JCR is quite a prestigious thing. You need to get the most votes across the JCR, so first year, second year, third year student bodies. So all the undergraduates in your college basically will vote for you to win. So I decided in first year that I want to run for JCR president. It wasn't something that had crossed my mind at all. I think the reason why I was inspired to do it was because the JCR president before me, Roshan, he was a person of colour. He was Indian, and the president before him, she was mixed race, and the president before her, she was black. So I guess it happened naturally, but there were people of colour being elected. And basically what it did is it gave me some hope, because in first year, I was very, very, very all over the place, as we all are in our first year, any new place. Kind of found my feet, kind of got used to the environment, the community, tried to kind of get involved with college community and college life and try and be less anti. I'm gonna try and make this effort and basically make things work. So that's what I kind of did. I tried to make things work. I tried to belong. I make this video with G1, who is my friend from first year. I love you, G1. I hope you're doing well. She helped me film a JCR Pres video for my manifesto, so a JCR President video to basically start my campaign. And so I did. I started my campaign, I made the videos, I did all the things that we needed to do to become JCR president. There's all these little things that you need to do, little challenges and traditions. I did these things and I knew who my competitors were. I knew that there was a guy running and there was another girl running. The guy running and the girl running were a lot more popular than me. They fit into the Pembroke community a lot more than I did. I did my manifesto and everything. I was like, okay, mad, these two are running, they're quite popular. We have like a bi-weekly meeting as part of the JCR, so the student community, like basically like a school council meets, they meet, they chat about things that they want to change about college, make small amendments, and that's what happens on a bi-weekly basis, where you'll sit, you get free pizza, and you chat about these things. And the person who's in charge of these meetings is obviously the president. So I realised that there were a lot of things that I felt uncomfortable with in first year. There are a lot of things that I wanted to change. And I do my speech, and I'm like, mad, that speech slapped. That speech banged. I'm bare confident about it, because by the end of it, you know when you know you've done a good job, I was like, yeah, I've done a good job. And people were listening, but not necessarily responding, and that was one thing that quite irritated me, because I was saying things from the heart, right? Like, I was opening up to them about my journey, building up to wanting to become president, and building up to wanting to create change at Oxford. I was like, mad, I'm talking to a bunch of kids from very, very different backgrounds, these very, very wealthy white kids who don't necessarily understand me and don't necessarily understand where I've come from. And to be quite honest, because I was very not anti, but because I was quite sheltered in the first year, I just wanted to chill with people I felt comfortable with. I didn't really socialize with college, so people didn't really know me as much. I didn't go to like all the college motives and stuff like that. Bops.
No.
In the meantime, my tutors are very, because you have to ask your tutors for permission, right? If you can do this very, very huge commitment on top of your academics, and my tutors were very wary of it, and they were like, well, you know, if you do want to go for it, you know, we will let you, but we do advise for you not to go for it because of your deteriorating mental health. The year finished off okay. I got my 2-1. You know, I got through Old English. I tried my best with this JCR presidency, and I lost.
Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
At the time, I was so embarrassed. Because in order to become JCR president, you have to tell everyone, right? You're publicly declaring that you want to lead your student body. You're publicly declaring that you've committed to this thing and that you have the audacity to apply in the first place. And that audacity, like, that was what embarrassed me, because I was like, mad, I thought I belonged here. And the extent to which I lost, so like the winner and the second place, they were quite close together, whereas with me, I got like 30 something votes and the winner got like high in the 70s. There was a very, very clear disparity. It made me realize that this college and Oxford as an institution, it needs so much work that they can't even imagine a person like me being a representative. They can't even imagine a person like me leading that student body. And that's when I clocked, I was like, mad. I need to stay in my lane. To have the audacity to think I can lead this student body was crazy. It took me like a year to get used to this place. And I think I belong here now. I try to be as open on my channel as possible, right? But I don't also want to portray this as some sort of sob story. But I think the one thing I learned from that was that it was a blessing, because the JCR president has had to deal with an entire pandemic. He had to stay in college to help sort things out. This was the academic year where I suffered with depression. And imagine if I'd been JCR president while having the depression, I would have imploded. So it was the biggest blessing in disguise, and I had convinced myself on the day that I lost that it was because I'm not worthy enough, because this place isn't for me, because I don't belong here, because I should stay in my lane. I've managed to be president of a society that I actually really care about, and about people that I really, really care about, and we've made such a difference, and we've created such a presence in Oxford. The presence we have, it was never there before, and now people know about it. South Asian kids, first years and second years, they know that when they come to Oxford, there's this society waiting for them. And like, that stuff really matters to me, and that's the access that matters to me. And I've been able to do it in my own way, and I've only been able to do that because A, I really care about it, and B, I've had the time. If I was JCR president, I wouldn't have had the time. And above all, I probably would have done a shit job. So, the point of telling the story was to say to you that on results day, it might be that things don't work out. And in the moment, you're going to beat yourself up for it. And that's fine. That's completely fine. That's allowed. But you need to make sure you limit that and realize that whatever happens, happens for a reason. And V says this a lot in her videos, but rejection is truly redirection. Just make sure you have the clearing app, because the clearing app always helps. Make sure you are proactive on the day. Make sure you call around to different unis and basically pitch yourself to them. It's going to be exhausting, so make sure you eat well and sleep well and drink well. Water. Keep hydrated. Be kind to yourself, because you are meant to be your biggest hype man. You're meant to be your biggest supporter. And if you're not going to be confident in yourself and kind to yourself, then it's going to be really hard for other people to do that. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, how can she compare her losing her JCR presidency to what is actually going to be a huge step of my life, which is going to a uni and finding a job and all the rest. The reason why I'm comparing it is because that was what reminded me that I belong at Oxford. Not just that I belong at Oxford, but that I can lead at somewhere like Oxford, that I can be a leader and I can help others. If you do get your offers, message me on Instagram, DM me, or DM me on Twitter. It's Neetu Singh Bands on Instagram and then Neetu Singh Bands on Twitter. Another thing is demand from your teachers on the day. It's their job to help you. So do use the resources that you have. Just to conclude, there's 3 main things that I want you to do. A, remember that rejection is redirection, and it can often be a blessing, okay? As it was in my case, and as it usually is in everyone's case. Second thing is be kind to yourself. You need to be your biggest hype man. If you're not going to be, other people are not going to be. So you need to back yourself. And the third thing is that use your resources. There are various apps. I'll put information in the description box below. But the most important one that I would flag up is the Clearing and Adjustment app. It's really, really useful. Use your teachers, family and friends on the day to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you the absolute best of luck. And if you have any questions, comment down below and I'll try my best to offer you the resources that you need. Okay, bye!